Welcome to Brandon's Adventures of Superman. And now, here is your host, Brandon Coles.
Again, welcome to my podcast that covers the adventures of Superman that ran from 1952 to 1958. In this episode, I want to introduce myself and give a brief overview of the actors. My name is Brandon and I was born in 1979, so a group of fan of Christopher Reeve's Superman and Danny Dark's Superman from the cartoon Super Friends. I had heard of George Reeves, but I never saw his Superman until I had checked out the DVDs at the library around 6 years ago. So that makes me a fairly new fan compared to the others. In this podcast, I want to explore the series from my new fan perspective, diving into each episode with a review and into the interesting information I found while I was searching. I am new to podcasting, so I know I will learn new things, which includes recording software that will expand my horizons and also get out of the fear of public speaking. Superman is a great inspirational character to do that with. Push past your limitations with the help of a Superman is a good thing to do. The following credits of the actors are just a few, so please consult IMDb for a comprehensive list. The first actor I want to talk about is John Hamilton. He played Perry White, and he's from Pennsylvania, and he's born in 1887. His first credit came in 1930 as Grant in Dangerous Dan McGrew. He appeared in The Maltese Falcon and The Yankee Doodle Dandy. He had a great authoritative voice about him. His last credit came with Superman as he died in 1958. Phyllis Coates played Lois Lane in the first season of the show only, and she was born in 1927 in Wichita Falls, Texas as Gypsy Ann Everett Steele. She toured with the USO. She had several uncredited roles from the 1948 year and to 1950. Her first credit comes in 1950 as Sally Dolan in Blues Busters. She appeared in Panther Girl of the Congo, Invasion USA, with Noah O'Neill. She appeared as Ellen Lane in Lois and Clark. Her last acting credit came in 1996 in Hollywood the Movie as Old Dora. Noah O'Neill, previously mentioned in Invasion USA, came on to play Lois Lane in the second season. She was born in 1920 in Minnesota and became a star in the 40s with Paramount. Her first credit came in 1942 as Jean in Henry and Dizzy. She was Lois in the Columbia Superman serials in 1948 and 1950, and American in Paris, The Greatest Show on Earth, and 1978 Superman are some more credits to her name. In the 1978 Superman movie, she portrayed Ella Lane, Lois's mother. She also appeared in Superboy, Superman Returns. IMDb has her as Aunt Lois in Surge of Power, Revenge of the Sequel, which is in post-production according to IMDb. Next up on our actors is Jack Larson, who portrayed Jimmy Olsen. He was born in 1933 in L.A., and he passed away in 2015 last year. His first credit comes in 1948 as Lieutenant Kirk in Fighter Squadron. Other credits to his name include The Paper Chase, Urban Cowboy, Bright Lights, Big City. He appeared as Old Jimmy Olsen in Lois and Clark. He also appeared in Superboy and Superman Returns. He plays Uncle Jimmy in Surge of Power, Revenge of the Sequel, previously mentioned. Robert Shane is next, as he plays Inspector Bill Henderson. Robert Shane is from New York, and he was born in 1900. He passed away in 1992. His first acting credit comes in 1934's Keep 'em Rollin'. He appeared in such films as Invaders from Mars, The Neanderthal Man, Christmas in Connecticut. His last acting credit comes in another superhero show, The Flash, in 1991. Finally is our star, George Reeves, who portrayed Clark Kent and Superman. He was born in 1914 as George Brewer in Woolstock, Iowa. He was adopted by his stepfather and took the last name Basilio. The Warner Brothers studio suggested the stage name Reeves. He studied drama at Pasadena Playhouse. His first credit came in the 1939 short Ride Cowboy Ride as Poncho/Sam Brenner. He appeared in the famous film Gone with the Wind in 1939 as Brent Tarleton Scarlet's Beau. He appeared with DeForest Kelley from Star Trek in Time to Kill in 1945, a armed forces educational film. He died sadly in 1959, and his last credit was the Superman series. The circumstances around Reeves' death is a controversy. Was it a murder or was it a suicide? I personally want to believe he did not take his own life. Either way, it was an awful moment in history. The 2006 movie Hollywoodland, starring Ben Affleck as George Reeves, is a fictionalized account surrounding Reeves' death. One thing about Reeves is that his legacy with Superman will endure for generations. My consulted works for this podcast will be the George Reeves Adventures of Superman Companion by Peter S. Moreno, and The Flights of Fantasy, the unauthorized but true story of radio and TV's Adventures of Superman by Michael J. Hayde. The first book, I will be giving away a copy at a later date. In the next episode, I will review the episode Superman on Earth, which is episode 1 of the series. Once I get going, I want to upload a new episode on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You can buy the series on DVD at Amazon.com, and sometimes you can find them in the bargain bin at Best Buy. I strongly encourage you to purchase the DVDs. Finally, you can follow me or contact me. You need to go to Facebook and type the title of this podcast, Brandon's Adventures of Superman Podcast, in the search field. I am on Twitter at PackerBAC. I have a Speakpipe. You can go to speakpipe.com/BAOSP. I want to thank Studio D of Smiths Grove, Kentucky for putting together my podcast music. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Brandon's Adventures of Superman. Be sure to tune in next time. But until then, up, and away!